Alright guys, I did a video batoning through this tree with that Microtech, and I did have some blade play created from that, although it didn't do anything to the blade whatsoever. The blade is just as sharp, if not sharper, somehow, after the test, as well as that tip was totally fine. So, as I've done with all the other tests, I'm going to replicate that with the Kershaw needs work. Okay, so I'm going to in fact use the exact same tree, so there's no question as to if it's a harder wood or if it's bigger, blah blah blah. Same tree. So now I'm going to baton with the Kershaw needs work, and hopefully nothing bad will happen. I don't really care about the knife so much, but I do value my fingers. So anyway, same baton, same everything. Just going to go down a little bit here with my camera so you can see what I'm doing and try to baton through it. Alright, so here we go. Oh, lock failed. Lock failed again. Failed again. Lock failed again. Nice old chunk coming out of there. Lock's failing. I'm not going to keep saying it, but the lock keeps failing. Let me check the lock up. Now there's vertical blade play. And it no longer assists opens. The pivot's too tight now. Everything is knocked out of alignment. So, yeah, just a little bit of vertical play. Keep going. Knife's sharp. It's it's taking chunks out in here, but between the blade style and maybe just not to the same level of sharpness, of course there's a lot of factors. It's how many times I'm actually hitting it, if I am hitting it hard enough, all that kind of stuff. Of course the angles I'm using. But so far it's doing pretty good. It's not bad at all. Of course, now I got the old tree in my way. All right. And there goes a chunk of my baton. So, I'm going to say this were the ideal situation, and I had a proper baton and I was hitting exactly the same way, I would say it's doing just as good as the Microtech. Literally doing just fine. Alright, so I lost my second baton here, and most of the wood that's around here is all dead wood. So going to conclude this test by saying that, yeah, the performance for me is pretty identical with the Microtech. How it's cutting, as well as the blade play that was created. Sure you guys can hear that. So we had the vertical blade play. The only bummer with this one, oh, you know what? Check this out. I'm gonna find the camera, make sure everything's cool here. Our liner lock was completely dented over. So this is now completely unfunctional. Alright, so it was enough pressure, and or the steel was soft enough where it had bent it over. Now this did not happen with the Microtech. Don't draw necessarily the conclusion that, yeah, you know what, I should spend the $300 instead of the $30 because when I baton through a tree with my folder, the lock won't break. Well, you're not going to do that. Let's be all honest together here and be real. It's not going to happen. But it is still an interesting test. So, trying to have to get home and see if I can get that. I can't close this knife. That thing is completely bent over. Yeah, alright. So I have to take this knife apart and see if I can pound that out. Yeah. As opposed to, let's check out the Microtech again. Same tree, same wood, same everything. Still blade play. The difference is that, well, you can see the lock is thicker, but the metal itself didn't move. Alright, we do have blade play. I mean, you can hear it. But there is no distortion in the shape of that lock bar, as opposed to the Kershaw needs work, which is, well, let's just say it needs work. So, yeah, interesting. So maybe some follow-up videos, you know, with these companies, give the people a call, tell them what the deal is. I'll be honest, I'm not going to say, hey, look, my knife broke when I was cutting open my mail. I'm going to say, look, I was, you know, trying to get through a very small tree, which I consider to be the truth, and my knife broke. We'll see what happens. We'll see what kind of response we get. So anyway, yeah, that's it. So I have to put this back in my bag like so, carefully, because this is not going to shut. This has failed. Inoperable. Needs some work. So anyway, that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Take care.